Welcome everybody to Sunrise Stroll and Chat. Buenos dias. Buenos dias. Good morning, Louisiana, Arizona. Good morning. People are inviting their friends. That's beautiful. Good morning, Christopher. Thanks to everybody who's been helping with the donations. Good morning. There's somebody going out at this hour of the morning. It's not 6 o'clock in the morning, and this guy's going out on his jet ski. And somebody went out about 20 minutes ago. There's a beautiful tinge coming on the clouds. Look at that. Just gorgeous. That dog was barking all night and it's not Soter. He's tied over here, so I have to do something about him. Tomorrow I'll have to tie him in a different place. And I'm happy I discovered him because I didn't know where he was. Oh, it's not sun yet, but the light is just becoming gorgeous. You see the little tinge on the cloud there? I was amazed yesterday. Actually, I should have seen it a few days ago. One of our faithful viewers has posted a YouTube video with music, and it's basically one of these sunrise stroll and chats. And the YouTube video is then the soundtrack is from music. And it was so beautiful. And this good person also gave credit to Magdala for the source of the images. So there are so many ways to use the talents the Lord gives us and to spread it and to bring it all over the place. To wake up so much interest in these gifts. This is one of our old favorite spots down here. This little tiny beach. So I'm thinking of starting here today, and let's see where we'll be taken. I don't know if you can see those little birds. I think we're getting close to sunrise. That's interesting now, so that sunrise, well, of course it's because of cloud. Come on, Briar, there's a Briar holding the leg of the tripod. It's 6:01 already, so the sun is taking its time. But there's a little cloud there. But it's almost through. There we are. So we're definitely getting closer for sure. That's always for sure, right? The clock is rolling. Oh, these two guys are coming in now. So you're going to see some jet ski fun here. You see how they behave with each other. So as we wait for the sun, and we're here at the water edge, I'm going to start to read our beautiful text this morning for the Sunday readings. They're already registered in the description of the movie, of this morning sunrise stroll and chat. Here we are. Welcome to Magdala. And it's an Isaiah reading. And Sunday we have 2 readings in the Gospel, so that's 3, and the Psalm on top of that. So it's Isaiah 55, and this is a line that we all love. Thus says the Lord, all you who are thirsty, come to the water. You who have no money, come, receive grain and eat. Come without paying and without cost. Drink wine and milk. The land of milk and honey. You know, this is an extraordinary text. The discovery of love. And in a certain sense, because of our shrunken heart and all the cantankerous relationships and difficulties of our lives, we tend at times not to believe in love, not to realize that love is much more than we imagine, much more than we experience. We experience love, like this beautiful sunrise right now. There's the sun. We experience this. But at the same time, we have a deep doubt. You know, it's really written in the 3rd chapter of Genesis. God knows much better, you know. He's fooling you. It's not about love. It's about look out for yourself. Look out for yourself. Because God's not on your side. And it's taken such a long time for humanity to rediscover this love of God and to trust in it. Well, the one good side of this activity here with these boats is that we're going to get nice little waves coming in here, and you'll hear the water. So we'll have these little waves here crashing on the shore. To discover love. Not just a feeling, a romance, a human fabrication, but to discover the mystery of love behind reality. What did we pay for this sunrise? What do we pay for the air we breathe? For that wonderful heart that's been beating for so many decades inside our bodies. So much goodness, so much gratuity given for complete freely to believe in love, to discover love. And we really have to work on ourselves, because the voice of doubt always gnaws at that conviction of love, that experience of love. The voice of suspicion, the voice of it can't be true, it's too good, it really doesn't exist. And here there's really a grace, an experience of God. that God is love. At that point, we can't make it happen. I can't make it happen. You can't make it happen. It's a gift. And to discover God as love, as bountiful, as provident, the ultimate cause of everything extraordinary that we experience. All you who are thirsty, come to the water. All you who have no money, come receive grain and eat. Come without paying and without cost. Drink wine and milk. And of course, there is so much opposition to love, so much exploitation, abuse, suffering. So many people are deeply injured and broken and traumatized and retaliate and are aggressive. Our world needs so much healing, and definitely a key piece is discover this God who is love. Why spend your money for what is not bread, your wages for what fails to satisfy? Heed me and you shall eat well, you shall delight in rich fare. Come to me heedfully, listen, that you may have life. I will renew with you the everlasting covenant, the benefits assured to David. What an extraordinary promise. What an extraordinary invitation. Come to the banquet. Come to the banquet. Lord, open my eyes, open my ears, open my heart. I want to come to the banquet this morning. I wanted to come to the banquet my whole life. But what a learning curve. What a discovery path. Let's go for a little stroll. Just show you some of these bougainvilleas again. Somebody was asking yesterday or 2 days ago about the bougainvillea. That's how these flowers are known here. Bougainvillea flowers. There are many different shades and colors. Thorny plants. Apparently they come from an island in the Pacific, and it's called Bougainvillea, and that's the reason for the name. It's a while since we looked through this little plant here. Well, the sun was further north, so it's a different effect because the palm trees disturb the immediate access of the light to this little eucalyptus tree here growing away. Another one over here, out of the old stump. And here yet another one. All the promise in a little plant. And you see this old stump of the tree. So it'll be a while until that one grows like this. Or like these. And we look back on our lives and we see the path of growth the Lord has taken us on. And where we started. Maybe some of you were blessed like me on a little farm. But it doesn't matter. We bloom where we're planted. Maybe when we were children we say, oh, if I were in the city. And if we're in the city, oh, if I were in the country. All the light on Mount Arbel this morning. It's amazing, isn't it? Perspective, angle, how reality comes across so differently. Just a half a minute ago it was a very black window there, and now it's all filled with light. It's a work of art. And it's just by changing our perspective, changing our angle, looking at a person from another direction. You see that bum on the street, miserable, smelly, and then you learn the guy had a doctorate from Harvard and he had a major life setback. And maybe when you start talking, you realize the guy has so much wisdom, so much life experience, so much to teach us. Hey, you agree, Mr. Crow? The crow's perched here just at the bottom of the leaves there as they touch into the palm tree. Let's see if we catch this crow. Oh, he flew. No, they're still there. No, the problem is, oh, there, just jumped up in the branch. We don't like crows too much, but they're among the most intelligent birds, people say. I'm going to stop here just to see one of those other little enrichments of the Sea of Galilee. Right now very small, but there it is, another little stream flowing in to the Sea of Galilee, coming from Mount Arbel water. So our psalm today is beautiful. The hand of the Lord feeds us. He answers all our needs. There was a rabbi once reading that line. I'm sure more than once read that line. And said, look at the birds of the air. They sow not, nor feed, nor reap not. And yet the Heavenly Father feeds them. The hand of the Lord feeds us. He answers all our needs. Psalm 145. To discover love. To discover the greatest mystery, the deepest mystery, the all-encompassing mystery of reality. The Lord is gracious and merciful, slow to anger, and of great kindness. Psalm 145. The Lord is good to all, compassionate toward all his works. How challenging to discover that. And we discovered that bum on the street, which we so judgmentally call bum, and we have no idea what the history behind that person is. To discover love. The Gospel is Matthew chapter 14. So the crowds hear where Jesus is gone. And his heart was moved with pity, and he saw them, and he cured their sick. When it was evening, the disciples approached him and said, this is a deserted place, and it is already late. Dismiss the crowds so they can go to the villages and buy food for themselves. Jesus said to them, there is no need for them to go away. Give them some food yourselves. So this is the next level of love. Is even if we only have the 5 loaves and the 2 fish, to be able to give. And that's so hard for us. It's so hard for us. But some people are very blessed in this way. And I would start off with parents. And they have that child. And they do so much for their child because they're experiencing a love. They're within this mystery of love. Their child is within the mystery of their love. They're held in a greater mystery of love. And they're doing everything for their child. So discovering love isn't just like I found out that 2 and 2 are 4, but it's about having those 4 and another 1, 5 loaves and giving them away. And 1 and 1 or 2 fish, and that's what I have, and giving it to those who are hungry. So one thing is to discover love as, let's say, a principle of understanding, and another thing is to discover love as a way to live. And if it's hard to learn love as a principle of understanding, it's even harder to learn it as a way to live. So the disciples, as they follow Jesus, are on a path of discovering love. And Peter will take out his sword to cut off the ear of the high priest's servant who comes to attack and arrest Jesus. Put away that sword. Put away the violence, the aggression, a violent word, an aggressive word, a hurtful word, because we feel so hurt so many times and we draw the sword. To discover love, to be on a path of life, discovery of love, the treasure hidden in the field. Again, we need grace for this, because we are so tired, so exhausted, so frustrated, so wounded, so many bad experiences. To discover love as a way to live. I don't know if you remember the movie of the Les Miserables, and the little boy was caught by the police for stealing all the silver of the bishop's house. And the police brought him back, and so happy, and have the boy, the guilty boy, in front of the bishop with the silver, and said, "Bishop, we found him. He stole all this from your palace." And he said to him, "Oh, and you forgot to take this," and he gives him another candlestick. And the police were baffled. But that soul was saved. He didn't go to prison. He was let free. You are rich in forgiveness, compassionate to all your creatures. How difficult it is for us to reach that spiritual maturity. Even for a bishop to do it, for a priest to do it, for every one of us to do it, for all the baptized to do it, all the ordained to do it. To discover the mystery of love. I mean, it's relatively easy for me to talk about it here this morning, but for me to do it, somebody steps in my toe in the wrong way, and it seems to me to be intentional. You know, it's very hard for us. We're on a path of discovery of love. How challenging. May you be blessed today as you live another day of your wonderful life, whose primary purpose is to discover the love, to live the love, and to be forever with this love. People, it was wonderful being with you this morning. May the Lord bless you and keep you and hold you in the palm of your hand, of His hand. And let us ask the Lord for the strength today to live by the love, to live the love, to share it, to lay down our lives, to turn the other cheek, to let others experience love, even if it costs us a lot, because we're discovering the mystery that that's what life is about. God bless you. Have a marvelous, blessed Sunday. Oh, by the way, the Mass is next, this from tomorrow onwards. Today is still 4 p.m. From tomorrow onwards, 7:15 in the morning. So shortly after the sunrise stroll and chat. God willing, we'll be able to do that, hopefully. And then thank you for all the donations, and thank you for signing up on the WhatsApp group that's here in the message. You can read it just to allow us to communicate with you. God bless you. See you later, alligator.